Welcome to the Webby O'Neill channel. Manchester United 0, Southampton 0. A point, a good point, or...
Well, judging off the performance today, it is a good point. I agree with you on your video. Point to point, you come away, you go again. But I think, well, the big decision, the big talking point is Casemiro, that sending off.
Yes.
For me, it was a sending off. He left the ground before he made the tackle. His studs were up, and the letter of the law, he should be getting sent off. So I've got no complaints against that. If it was a Southampton player on Casemiro doing that, we'd all be screaming for a sending off. My problem with it is we're seeing it constantly now, week in, week out, the same or similar decisions, either not even being picked up on as a yellow card. Some of them aren't even going to VAR. You don't know what's a sending off and what isn't a sending off these days. Yeah, you look at the Chelsea game in Leicester, you know, the challenges on Havertz where he nearly broke him in half. The referee didn't even spot it. The leg breaker, or a potential leg breaker on João Felix, again, no red card in that. So the problem we've got is the referees now aren't good enough, and you mix in VAR technology with referees who, you know, the outcome of the decisions are the human brain, so you're always going to get different types of decisions, even on the same instance, and it's just getting beyond the joke for me. It's spoiling football. But in terms of the Casemiro red, I totally agree. It's a red card, and it's a hammer blow, like you mentioned earlier on, for Man United.
Well, you know, you're talking about refs and VAR, and now they're changing the games, and how you feel as though it's not good enough. Listen,
it's killing it.
That penalty decision there, I said on my video, right? What's your view on that penalty decision? Was it handball or wasn't it?
He's playing volleyball. Is it Bella Ketchup or something? His name is. I'll call him John if I've not got his name right. Blatant handball. I think we can all see it. I don't think you needed a video replay to show you that that was handball. And I just, like I said earlier on, the referees now, they're just absolutely killing the game.
Frustrated.
And it's frustration. And, you know, you want to be, don't get me wrong, United today, I don't think done enough to get the 3 points. No. I actually got to give credit here to Southampton. I thought they come here and they played football and they showed a willingness to want to win that game today. You know, before the Casemiro sending off, they played their part in it. They had chances in that first half. We had also had a couple of chances, I think, with Rashford when he should have squared it to Weghorst, and it was for a simple tap-in. I think you had Varane as well at the back post. But like I said, they had their chances, and you're going into that second half and you're expecting a bit of a bounce, you know, a bit of a bite, an appetite to go at Southampton, even with 10 men. And Man United just sat in the shell, I thought, for most of that second half.
Looking at players what were in the shell, you had Rashford there, you had Anthony, you had Sancho. Did they really sparkle? Were they putting in the effort? Were they tired? To me, I thought some of the football was lethargic. But the attacking football, did you see it?
It was hit and miss, really. But it's hit and miss, like a lot of the players today, I thought. Some of them done some neat, tidy stuff. Then other times, simple passes, decision-making. It was just a mess. You know, Wan-Bissaka, I thought today, some nice, tidy stuff, but then made that mistake with that clearance in the first half where, you know, a lazy clearance and, you know, the cross comes in, Luke Shaw's on his heels, and luckily it was Theo Walcott with the header, which David De Gea pulled off a great save. But, you know, Jadon Sancho, you know, with the change today what Ten Hag made, Sancho in the 10 role, Bruno sat alongside Casemiro. Did that really work? I'm not too sure really today. I think I'd need a few more games to see that, but that's going to be difficult now with Casemiro out. But with Sancho, again, it's, for me, I've got to be totally deadly honest with you. I just don't see what Sancho's bringing to this Manchester United team. I think he's too much in and out of the game, and yeah, I just don't know what he's bringing to the team at the moment. He's had enough chances, I think, since he's come back from that long layoff. Ten Hag give him great piece of man management as well by Ten Hag in what he's done. So there can't be any excuses here from Sancho for me, and he needs to start producing now.
A lot of United fans talk about Sancho and say he doesn't get stuck in. He doesn't do that commitment. Is that what's missing from his game? Today, a lot of people have turned around and said that he was losing the ball in control, and he wasn't just getting stuck in. Does he need to up that part of his game?
Don't get me wrong. I'm not too mired whether he's not got that aggression and all that. Look, we all want to see a 50-50 and all of our players go in there crunching tackles, but Sancho's not at Manchester United to do that. He's there as an attacking player, a wide or central attacking player. And, just sometimes it's, some things work. But to me, it's like he's still trying to find the easy ball sometimes. With Sancho, I always want him to get that ball at his feet and just run at him and run at him and run at him, because he seems to always want to try and show off the trickery that he's got. Not that it always comes off, but I just don't see it enough. And don't get me wrong, there was parts of his game today that I thought, yeah, well played, nice ball or nice touch and that. But it's just the overall game. I just want to see more from him.
Right, not Sancho, Casemiro's out. Who do you see now, right, in front of the back four? If you look back at United, a lot of people out there for quite a long time now do not like Fred and McTominay in that position. Is that what's going to happen? Because it's 4 games. We did say 3 before in the last video, but it's 4 games. Is that the way it's going to be? Because Sabitzer, he's been out.
Yeah.
He's injured. So is that how he's got to do it, Ten Hag?
Well, he tried Bruno, didn't he, today, alongside Casemiro. So will he go forward with that option, sticking Sancho still in the number 10? McTominay come on today as well, and I don't know even what to say about McTominay, to be honest, because
not a lot works.
It's just didn't work for him. I didn't really see anything from him. And yeah, going forward, Sabitzer, if he's out, I don't know.
Freddie McTominay has to be.
Yeah, but I was saying the other night after that Real Betis game, I've noticed in the last few games we've been playing over like the month or so, obviously, listen, the injuries, the suspensions, and that, a lot of players who have come in, they've all done a great job, to get to the Carabao Cup final, win it, etc. But I seen it in that midfield, and I mentioned that we're not controlling games like we did do with Christian Eriksen in it. Not that you ever control a game for 90 minutes anyway, but Eriksen just brings you that calmness where he can dictate the tempo and he can float a ball over the top or behind the full backs for our attackers to run onto. And I've seen that missing from United's midfield over the last few weeks, that calmness, that composure. And it's going to be a bigger miss now that Casemiro's out, because I just don't see anyone in that squad who can be able to produce. Do you know what I mean?
You've got to look.
I hope I'm wrong.
Yeah, you've got to look at Eriksen. We've got 2 games, international break. Let's hope he's back. Let's hope Sabitzer's back. As you can see from here, we're not full of beans here on this one, but a point's a point. And after that performance, I think we should all be happy with the point. So get your comments in, smash the like button,